China-U.S. relationship is a big, complicated issue, becoming even bigger and more complicated every day. And our mission is to help take the message of the movie and to the notion of greater understanding of the two cultures to a broader audience.
It is a story that the mainstream media has, for the most part, neglected to tell. It's a story that political leaders on both sides have, for the most part, decided not to tell. And it is a story that I believe the Chinese people are too close to tell. This film is the untold story of the true potential of the U.S.-China relationship. It's about the wider benefits of U.S.-China cooperation. It's about the dark side of globalization for the Chinese people, and it's about the common humanity that binds us together.
The more you examine ordinary Chinese and ordinary Americans, the more you realize that they are way more similar than they are different. The China dream is absolutely the same as the American dream.
Because I wanted the American people and the Chinese people to become stakeholders, as opposed to just their government, to become individual stakeholders in what is arguably the most important bilateral relationship in the world. And clearly, we've reached a stage right now where we're at a critical inflection point in that relationship, and the need for an informed citizenry is greater than ever.
Especially because there is a terrific imbalance in the level of understanding between Chinese and Americans. The average Chinese on the street understands much more about America than the average American understands about China. So it was very important for me to connect emotionally with Americans, Chinese people, listen to them talking, listen to what they say about their connection to the other. You know, Americans who are dealing with Chinese people who are dealing with Americans, and how they get along, and what the differences were, and where the points of tension or the points of friction were. A quote from a speech that Abraham Lincoln made, and he said, "The only way for this country to heal is if we all appeal to the better angels of our nature." It's the kind of beating heart of this film that we take our inspiration from that quote. We really believe that with more tolerance, with more forbearance, with more open-heartedness, we can and should bring the Chinese into the kind of community of nations much more than they are at the moment.
I enjoyed it from the very beginning.
This film has definitely resonated with me. I'm really interested in these stories that connect us as people.
Help them understand each other.
That make us feel like one instead of others.
So I'm excited, and I think it has the potential to change things for the better just from more information being shared and collaboration happening.